Everyone finds a way to be significant. Most people find a way to be significant by having a significant problem. Why? Because if I'm really successful, you might like me for a while, but after a while, most people get annoyed with someone who's always happy and successful. Easy. For you, who knows what I'm talking about here? Raise your hand, right? But if you got big ass problems, who's gonna be upset with you? You're not competing with them. So you have huge problems, you go, I understand. But if you're doing really well, it's like easy for you. So most of us unconsciously learn to create big problems as a way to connect because it's the safest way to connect and not be rejected. Some of you do it like she does by trying to please everybody all the time. Thinking if I please you enough, then you'll come to me, you'll give me what I'm really wanting too, which is what she wants. But it doesn't work that way. It works sometimes, but not all the time and not even the majority of the time. So anyone can feel connection and love. You can do it through prayer, you can do it through good gifts, you can do it by dressing special, you can do it by having big problems. The only question in life is not whether you're gonna meet your needs. The only question is how. And is it obtainable or sustainable? Is it empowering, neutral, or negative? And if you want to change your life, willpower never lasts. But when something meets more of your needs, it's effortless. If you want to know what the biggest addiction is in our culture, it's not alcohol, it's not some form of prescription drug, it's not illicit drug, it's problems. Because problems allow us to try to deal with our deepest fear that we're not enough and we won't be loved by saying, it's not me, it's this problem. It's just that I have ADHD, it's just that I've been through this. It's just, so most people meet their needs through problems. When you get in certain states, you think one thought. When you get in other states, you think another thought. It's like turning the channel. And so what I really show people in the book how to do is how to turn the channel so that you're not suffering and you're living in a beautiful state. But what does it take? Let's just quickly say it. Number one, it takes acknowledging what's your favorite flavor of suffering. Is it worry? Is it stress? Is it anger? Is it loneliness? Is it boredom? Is it overwhelm? And then noticing what are the thoughts that trigger that and realizing it doesn't matter how much money you have, those thoughts can still make a billionaire crazy and frustrated and overwhelmed. And so what I show people to do is a process of how to let go of those thoughts. And we walk through that in the book in detail. But fundamentally, it starts with making the most important decision of your life, which is, if I would ask me up until 2 years ago, I would say it's who you spend time with, who you love. Because who you spend time with is who you become. I think it's still one of the most important decisions in life. But you can pick the right person and still do things in your head and make yourself miserable. So you really have to decide. The most important decision is, do I want to be happy? Will I commit to being happy? More important than happy. Sometimes you'll be so happy you smile so much your face hurts, right? You need variety. Am I committed to living in a beautiful state, even when it doesn't go my way, even when it rains on my parade, even when my biggest fear shows up? Because I can't control whether your husband or wife will live or die or get sick or leave you or get a divorce. I don't want any of that to happen to any human being. I hate suffering. I do anything I can to help people not suffer. But I can't control that. You can. You can. There are people who've lost their arms, lost.
Hi there, my name is Chris.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Coach Larry Beecham here at Legendary Marketer. Welcome to the Monday night webinar. Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad that you are here. Do me a favor and mark in your calendar that we do this every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's every Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. We actually do this webinar training. Sometimes it's me. Most of the time it's me. Could be David. Could be us both together. Could be a guest. But the goal of this webinar training is a couple of things. Number one is, if you're brand new to Legendary Marketer or you're a guest, we want to introduce you to what's possible here as a home-based business opportunity. That's number one. Secondly, we want to give you the best training possible for you to have a strong and profitable business. So this is available for guests as well as members of Legendary Marketer. So welcome to tonight's training. I'm glad you're here. Also, let me do a couple of other things from a housekeeping standpoint, then we'll jump into tonight's training. Also, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Eastern, we host a call called Wake Up Legendary. The phone number for that is 563-999-1286. Again, 563-999-1286. Write that down in your calendar, in your phone. Make a note of that. The call is only 15 minutes long, right? So Monday through Friday, we do that. However, Friday is a little longer. It's free coaching Friday, where we open the lines and do live Q&A, where you can ask us anything you think would help you be more successful in your business. So that's an opportunity to talk to me or one of the other coaches. Most of the time it's me, but make sure you log that into your calendar as well. On February 2nd through 4th, which I'm going to spend some time talking about tonight, we have our Sales and Marketing Experience event. This is a once-a-year conference, and it is not exclusive to Legendary Marketer members. As a matter of fact, we're excited to announce the credential that we got this year from Entrepreneur Magazine that rated our conference top 10 must-attend events for entrepreneurs in 2008. Well, today's the first day of 2018. So welcome to 2018. Happy New Year, everybody. But I'm excited to let everybody know that we have that credential from Entrepreneur Magazine. So make sure you log that into your calendar. February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th right here in St. Petersburg, Florida. For more information about that, get back to the person who invited you to this call, or you can obviously contact us directly and we'll get you taken care of there. What else we got going on? David's book, Legendary Marketer. For those of you that are already involved in Legendary, you want to make sure that you're giving that book away liberally. It's an ebook, physical book, and an audio book, all of which makes it very easy for you to deliver value to the marketplace. Okay. Tonight, we're going to dig into some details about our upcoming event. But for the members here, I want to talk about how you can make $10,000 at this event, whether you're in attendance or not. Obviously, we want you there. But if for whatever reason you can't attend, there is an opportunity for you to grow your business that we're going to introduce to you. All right. So welcome all guests. Welcome all members to Legendary Marketer and all the veterans and all the regulars to our trainings. We thank you for your support. So tonight, the first thing I want to go ahead and do is I want to do a quick explanation / presentation of what Legendary Marketer is in case you're on here for the first time. Or you're brand new to Legendary and you're still trying to wrap your mind around what exactly we do. All right. So let me use my trusty dry erase board that's behind me here. I didn't quite center that, did I? I just noticed that I didn't quite center that. But we got enough board here where I can get done what I need to get done. All right. So let me walk you through how Legendary Marketer works and why we're unique in the marketplace. All right. First of all, we cater to the entrepreneur or the home-based business owner who is either really new to the space or not very financially successful. So if you've never made your dream income online, or if you're really new to this whole space, we're here to help you get success here at Legendary. But I want to break down how exactly we do that. We probably have one of the fastest growing concepts in the world right now. And I'd say that because most of what we do for our members, basically we carry the bulk of the load for them, and that's what makes us unique. So I want to really start there. When we have members come on board with Legendary Marketer, the first thing we want them to understand is that there's a division of labor, so to speak, between them and us. All right, so let me draw that out for you. Hopefully the mic, you'll still be able to hear me. All right, so here's the division of labor. Okay, so we have 10%. And we have 90%. Okay, 10% and 90%. Now, here's what I mean. I'm gonna get into my own way. 10% is what, change colors here. 10% is what you do as a member. Okay, in other words, we're talking about effort. So in order to make money, the effort division is the following. You do 10%, we do 90%. And here's what that means. As a member to Legendary Marketer, your 10% is traffic plus PD, traffic plus personal development. All right. In other words, if you can just focus completely on driving traffic to your Legendary Marketer business, that's it. And it's interesting because we get the question all the time, well, do I need to put up a capture page? Do I need to do a landing page? Do I need to write emails? Do I need to hook up an email autoresponder? And all the technical things that you would think a person would have to do. Do I need to create my own content? The 10% that you have to do is that traffic and personal development. That's all you really have to do, literally, at Legendary Marketer. You find your affiliate link. Whatever your affiliate link is in your back office, you locate that affiliate link. You pick 2 strategies, which we like to call the legendary principle of 1 free, 1 paid. Okay. You pick 1 free marketing strategy and 1 paid marketing strategy, and you drive traffic. All right. So 10% is equal to 100% for you. All right. 10% is equal to 100% of what you should be doing. Now, once you drive enough traffic, the rest of what it takes, we basically bring to the table. All right. In other words, the capture page, the landing page, the sales page, the professional videos, the follow-up emails, the checkout page, the training, the back office. Okay, and back office. Okay, and most importantly, the sales. Okay. All of this plus the selling, plus all the selling is what we do. Now, I'm getting dings on my phone, so I want to make sure that everybody can hear me and see me. All right, let's see here. All right. Okay, got an update, brand new update, so I'll include that here in just a minute. So, when you think about building your business, this is where most people get hung up. This is where most people find themselves stuck because they have to go out and learn or build all of these things in order to be successful. All right. But let me focus here on the sales part, okay? Because this is a critical component to the process. At Legendary Marketer, to be a customer, that basically is a couple of things that are basically simple. Number one is getting a membership with Legendary Marketer. All right. Becoming a club member, which is only $30 a month. All right. But you can buy some ancillary products, but the bulk of what most people focus on is our $30 club membership program, which gives you a full back office and multiple courses on how to actually build a home-based business and drive traffic and all of that. And we're constantly updating that on a regular basis as part of your membership. All right. Now, let me dig into this a little deeper so you get this. So you're driving traffic to your Legendary Marketer link. All right. And you're working on growing yourself. And then you send everybody through our machine process. And by the way, on the emails, there's 45 days of emails. Okay, 45 days of emails that everybody's getting. All right. And much, much more. You know, trainings like this, you'll never have to host your own trainings. People are scared to get up and do stuff like this. You'll never have to host a training like this. One of the things that's coming up in 2018 that I think all of the members are going to love is that our blog is going to now be a lead generating source. There's going to be daily posts of value right on our corporate blog that 100% of our members can leverage our blog as a way to generate leads. So when a video goes up, an article goes up, a training goes up, they'll be able to every single day incorporate the blog into their process, right? Where else can you actually do that? And you have professional bloggers doing that content. All right. So anyway, this is the bulk of it. So let me go into more detail about the sales side of this in the 90%. In our Facebook group, almost every single day, multiple times a day, somebody's getting congratulated for making at least $1,000 or more. Typically, it's $1,000 or up that somebody's getting recognized on a daily basis, right? So let me focus on that. All right. So sales. Because again, 95+% of our network or our member base has never really made money online successfully. In David's brilliance, he said he needed to eliminate that obstacle. And so he created a machine that actually takes care of the work for you. So here's what I mean. All right. So you generate a lead. Okay. And that's through your traffic effort. Okay. So whatever your traffic is, you generate a lead. That lead gets into the machine. And let's say that lead says yes. That lead says yes and becomes your customer. Okay. So you get a customer here. Now, once you receive a customer in our Legendary Marketer system, and in this example, I'm talking about somebody becoming a club member. All right. They're participating in our $30 a month club membership. Here's what happens. Now you're starting to make money because the machine is already putting money in your pocket, but it gets better, right? We have behind the scenes coaches. Okay. We have several coaches, all right, right now behind the scenes that are going to jump in and help you out on a couple of levels. But all coaches have assistants. Okay. I want you to wrap your mind around what I'm about to say. Somebody becomes a customer in your business, right? That customer is going to get a phone call, a dial out phone call from one of the assistants of the coaches. And what's that call about? To welcome your customer to Legendary Marketer, to make sure your customer is able to log into their back office, to make sure your customer is familiar with watching the first of the 15 core step videos, and to make sure your customer books a game plan call with their assigned coach. That's what the assistants do in your back office as a Legendary Marketer. Remember, you never have to make an outbound call to anybody. We have people in place right now for you doing that. And yes, that's part of your club membership. Where else in the world can you get professional people welcoming your customers to their products and making sure they get access to what they need, and then puts the game plan call with the coach? Now, why is that important? Well, we have this 15 core steps. We have 15 core steps, and there's videos. Now, the coach partners with your customer on a scheduled appointment basis and walks them through sections of the videos, like a couple at a time. They'll watch, they'll get on the phone with the coach, make sure they get clear, no misunderstandings, clear confusion. And the coach is going to walk them through a process of understanding. We like to call that orientation. So the first 6 videos are like the orientation. Now I want you to listen and remember your note. Okay, let me write a word up here, 2 words that makes this really important to understand. Okay, so this is you. You're completely hands off. All right, hands off. So the coach is talking to your customer. The coach is booking multiple appointments, building that relationship. So what will happen is we have some products that the coach is going to introduce to your customer, right? Now, our first product, our licensed product, we have a licensing program. Okay. And you can get your first license, and that pays a 40% commission or $1,000. Okay. Now, it's a multiple $1,000 investment for the licensed product. So here's the thing, though. Ask yourself, answer this question. Have you ever successfully and consistently sold a multiple $1,000 product online and made a $1,000 commission and up? If you've never done that, if the answer to that is no, Larry, I've never done that. I'm a school teacher. I'm a bus driver. I'm a mechanic. You know, I'm a factory worker. You know, I'm an engineer. Whatever your background is, you've never done it before. Well, it won't matter how much you get paid if you don't have the skill and experience, right? Well, that's the other responsibility of your coach, is to sell this product for you. So that 40% commission that I'm listing here, it's 40% whether you sell it or the coach sells it. But wouldn't it make sense that if you have no experience and skill in selling a multiple $1,000 product, and that's all your coach does, and that's what their skill set is, who should be selling that product? The 40% commission is exactly the same whether you do it or they do it. Why not let the pro do it, right? Because David understands that if you're green to this space and you don't have this skill, it doesn't matter if the commission is 10 grand. You're not going to make a commission if you don't have the skill. So the coach has the skill, the experience, the know-how, and they will do all the follow-ups necessary. Sometimes people buy right on the spot. Sometimes it takes them months for a variety of reasons. But imagine if you're getting $1,000 and up commissions week after week, month after month, and you have zero participation in that process. You never have to talk to anybody. That is Legendary Marketer. This is why most people are crushing it at Legendary Marketer. At our last event that I was the MC for, over 90% of the audience were made money in Legendary Marketer. I'm not talking about $20, $30. I mean, they made money. We had recognition that people's rolling past the stage getting a certificate because they're just tying into the machine, right? So it all boils back to one thing. Will you allow us to do the heavy lifting for you as a home-based business owner? And if so, Legendary Marketer is perfect for you. Where else can you have this process in place and not have to pay an arm and a leg for it? This is all part of your club membership, ladies and gentlemen. So get back to the person who invited you to this call tonight so you can get more details about how this all works. But if you understand this, You know, if you have any degree of business savvy to you, this should get you really, really excited. All right. Okay, so just wanted to cover that ground tonight real quick. Let me clear out in case I need to add something else. I also want you all to write down something. We have a brand new, we're launching a brand new way to stay in touch with everybody, to get alerts and updates, and even some free training coming right to your cell phone. So what I want you to do is text VIP, write it up here. All right, you want to text VIP to 31996. Okay. All right, so text VIP to 31996. And this is brand new. This is something we're doing for 2018 to not only keep in touch with you as members and give you updates, but also to send some training your way. And again, remember, this is why the machine works so well, because we continuously add and incorporate things that you don't have to think about. You don't have to create any content. You don't have to send out any updates. You don't have to do any of that. You don't even have to pay for the text messaging software. We're actually taking care of that. All right. So everybody do that tonight. Make sure you knock that out. Let me see if I got anything else I need to add here. All right. I think that might be it for that. All right. Now, that being said, let's talk about the Sales and Marketing Experience event coming up here February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. And as I said already, it's the one of the premier events that's being featured by Entrepreneur Magazine. That is not a paid endorsement. Okay, I just want to throw that out there in case somebody's thinking about it. David has been around a long time. He's had some amazing success. And, you know, when a person has the type of success that David has, the world is always sort of looking out for anything that they do. It's kind of like the world gets an alert. Like, it's not like a formal alert. But you got to think, if somebody's really successful in a space and they launch something, people are going to, oh, did you hear that so-and-so's doing whatever? So David's reach is pretty big and pretty significant. And so us being able to be featured like that is incredible. But what I want to do is this. Tonight, I want to talk about the significance of attending this particular event and also the significance of events in general. But let me just begin with this. I don't know of anybody in the space of the home-based business world who got to the biggest incomes without having an event mixed into their process. And I'll whittle that all the way down to a home-based meeting, right? Home-based business meeting. It's, you know, that's the industry traditionally has been in the home, but it's evolved now because of the internet. But what I'm more specifically talking about is the power of a live event in an arena, in a giant conference hall, something like that. And here's why. First of all, there's this thing called proximity. I don't know if it's proximity value or whatever, but there's this principle of proximity that I had to learn myself, because initially I thought, you know, I can go to an event or not go to an event. It's no big deal, because everybody hypes an event. And you can get caught up in overthinking an event, or you can get caught up in thinking that you don't need to be there because. But let me just say this, and I said this on a previous training, that the first time I met David, I got within 5 feet of him and I knew immediately there was something about me that needed to grow. I just could feel it. And I was in his 5 feet from him, having met through a mutual friend, and it made me uncomfortable because I had already had a degree of success, but he was several notches above me. So he challenged what I thought success was at my level. And yes, I had success. I had great success, but I didn't have millions of dollars of success. David, by the time we met face to face, had already had that level of success. And so when you get within certain distance of people, you pick up some energy, you'll pick up some vibes, but you'll also pick up some secrets. There are things that are shared, not just from stage, that you'll get if you get within a proximity of a super producer. Because in our audience, there's going to be super producers in the audience who are not going to be on stage. And if you're smart, you're going to be in the audience yourself and get to know these people, maybe grab a lunch with them, maybe grab a side conversation. I've been shown and taught things in proximity that I would have never gotten had I been sitting in a virtual environment or not gone at all. All right. So that's principle number one, is you must get within reach of the people who are doing the things that you want to do. You just have to do that. And that's not just in the arena of the digital marketing business. I have a friend of mine in Ohio who's a real estate broker. He's been in real estate 30 years, almost 35 years. And to this day, he flies all over the country going to live events. Why? Because the real estate agents who are doing $20 and $30 million commissions are at these events, right? The guys and girls who have 20 team members that are building these multiple $1-million real estate businesses are at these events. So he's there because they bring in experts to train on whatever he needs to be trained on. But I can't tell you the number of times he's told me that he got into a side conversation with some guy that was there. They rubbed shoulders. They had a great vibe. And he shared a struggle that he had. And that guy, not the guy from the stage, but because he had a chance to talk to somebody face to face in a 2-3 minute conversation, will pull out his phone and say, hey, man, let me show you this little technique, or let me show you this software that is not mainstream that you can use, or let me give you some documentations right out of my briefcase. Hey, they'll send their assistant to their room and bring back stuff. And it is, he told me that I think he raises his transaction like 30%, some ridiculous number, because of the proximity of being around the people who are doing it big, right? So when you think about coming to an event like this, you can't be just making the decision on your current circumstances. That's the last thing you want to do. And what I mean is you start looking at your money and your time, and you make that the 100% measure of whether or not you should come, because the truth is most of you probably don't have the time or money to come, on the surface, that is. But when you really understand that it's a once-a-year event, first of all, the best of the best will be there. David's going to bring in the best of the best people to train you on the things that you need to learn. What else could you have spent? What else can you spend your time, energy, and money on than getting prepared for 2018 at the best level? It's basically the first part of the year. February 2nd is basically 30 days away, 28 days away, something like that. So don't make your decision strictly on circumstances. One of the things my mentor taught me is a principle of making decisions based on opportunities and not my circumstances. And I had to learn to fit my circumstances into the opportunity. And here's what I mean. The tickets to this event are $97 general admission. And then the VIP tickets are $497 because we have a full VIP day where you come in on a Friday and you just spend the whole entire day with just our team. And that'll be a much more intimate group. And you'll have a chance to talk to Dave more directly and get some things that the main attraction event won't get. Now, you get obviously that too, but the VIP is where you can get a lot of what I'm talking about accomplished. Then there's a dinner in the evening and some other surprises, some secrets that are going to be revealed at the event. But anyway, $97 for general admission, $497 for VIP. But anyway, you want to make a decision based on the opportunity. Now, here's what I mean by that. The first time I had to make a decision to come to a live event, I had to not only fly the event, I had to get the ticket, hotel, and all that. And I struggled because at that time I was a cable guy, I didn't have much money. But one of the things my mentor taught me was, and ironically, he used Donald Trump as an example. And I don't mean it ironic politically, I mean as an entrepreneur. So since he's in office, he's no longer focused, the center of entrepreneurial attention. Let me use somebody like, okay, let's use one of the sharks from Shark Tank. All right. Daymond John is my favorite shark. As a matter of fact, I got his book around here. It's a great book. You guys should get this. All right. But let's imagine this guy here. All right. He's looking at a deal. That's all he looks at is deals. Right. And here's the scenario. He can make, $1 million a month for life. Okay, he can make $1 million a month for life. All right, but he needs 10 million cash or liquid. Okay, he needs 10 million cash or liquid to get into the deal, but here's the caveat. He does not have the cash, right? Here's the question. Do you really think Daymond John, Shark, would walk away from $1 million per month income for life just because he didn't have 10 million in cash, right? The answer is what? I think everybody will agree. The answer is he would not walk away from $1 million a month just because his circumstances are saying he can't do it. So if that's true, the next question we have to ask ourselves is, what would he do? All right. So what would Damon do? What would Damon do? Okay. So we all agree that he would not walk away, even though he doesn't have the money. So right at this moment, each one of you are thinking like a $100 million a year earner, because I know he makes more than that, right? At $1 billion company. He's not. So what would Damon do? And this is how you learn to make decisions on opportunities and not let your circumstances bully you. But here's what Damon would do, right? Damon would start asking himself, he wouldn't make a statement, I can't do it. He would ask the question, what can I do, or what options do I have? So let's explore some options. All right. Option number one. He could liquidate. All right. So the rich word is liquidate. The poor word is sell something. Right. He may have something in his possession that he owns that he could say, because he gets my cash position that I can get is going to put me in a better scenario. So it's better for me to sell the thing. Let's say this is the thing, right? The thing, I sell the thing, I get cash for it, and now I'm there. Or I may need to sell multiple things, right, to get there. So for you, you can look around your house, look around your garage, look around your life, and there may be things that you could liquidate, but that's one option, right? What's the next thing you would do? The next thing he could do is borrow or get loans, right? He could go out and obtain some financing, which is where most people run a business on financing, which is what most of you should be thinking about. Financing or getting a loan, right? That's another one. Here's another one. He'll go out and put together partnerships, right? I mean, think about what Shark Tank, the nature of Shark Tank. It's about partnering with somebody. Why do the people come on Shark Tank? Why? They need a partner. They need a financial partner, right? So you might go out and he may go out and create a business entity with multiple people who could throw in. One may have $1 million, another may have 500,000, somebody might have 6 million. He may create a partnership with several people so that he can come up with the resources to get the job done. Does that make sense? Now I say sell something that's in possessions, but I also can sell stuff. Okay. I can sell, like with Legendary, you have things that you can sell to make money. So this is product sales. Okay. What products can you sell? What services can you sell? Right. What's another one? Another one is investors, angel investors, private investors. Is people that you can get if you have the right communication, the right plan in writing on how you get. I only put 5 up here, but that's not the limit. But my point is, what I'm trying to teach all of you is to no longer make decisions, knee-jerk decisions, because you don't have the resources today. Damon John could do a mixture of these options and many more that I could list, right? Mixture to get to his goal. But trust me, he would not say no. And that's one of the reasons why he's so successful, because he's not making all of his decisions based on his circumstances. It's not possible, right? So I want to teach all of you tonight that this is how you should build your business. And this is really how you should make it, come up with the money to come to our event, right? Okay. If that was valuable to you, this is the kind of stuff that you'll get at the event at a whole different level, right? So that's getting to the event, is making sure that you understand the power and the value of getting there, right? So make that decision to get to the event. All right. So I went into that whole diatribe because I needed you to understand the significance of getting to the event. First of all, from a proximity standpoint. Secondly, from the content itself. All right. I want you to think about something. Most of you have a college degree or you understand school. And to a large degree, the money that's spent on school doesn't really translate into money in the way that we'd like it to. So most people lose out. Well, at this event, if you think about the value and you think about the caliber of training that you're going to receive in a 2-day event, we're talking about sales and we're talking about marketing. And we're not talking about bringing in professors, people professing things. We're talking about people who have fruit on the tree that are relevant right now and have the latest and greatest knowledge and information to help you become successful, right? Right here at Legendary Marketer. So what I want to kind of move into is talking about, as I open the training tonight, $10,000. I don't know if you can see that. Let me find my marker. Here it is. Okay. So I want to talk about, as I conclude tonight's training, on how you can make $10,000 at this event, whether you attend or not. Here's what I'm getting at. Okay, today is January 1st, right? You got January 1. And the event doesn't happen until February 2nd through the 4th, right? So you have 30 days. You've got 30 days to work with. Now, first and foremost, in order for this to be possible, you need to be a Legendary Marketer Club member. Okay, that's the minimum you have to be, right? Let me put that up here. Okay, can you see that? Yeah. Okay. So club member, but you also need to be licensed at least at the Builder Masterclass level, which in my earlier example, I broke down the $1,000 commission, right? But I want to recommend that if you're at least the builder level, here's how the numbers will work. First of all, remember, your 10% is traffic, right? So it's about you partnering with us to get butts in the seats. Now, there's a link that we're going to send out through email. It'll probably be somewhere on the replay of this where you can actually click on it, copy and click on it. And at the tail end of that link, you can put your affiliate ID, all right? If you look at your affiliate link in your back office, there's a little number at the very back. That number is your affiliate ID. So butts in the seats, right? Partnering with Legendary Marketer to promote this event, first and foremost, is how you're going to give us an opportunity to close business for you. And here's what I mean. There's going to be a large percentage of people in the audience who are not Legendary Marketer members that you can invite. You do not have to be Legendary Marketer member to come to the event, right? What I'm talking about is making money whether you're there or not, right? So you're going to have people coming to Legendary Marketer to our Sales and Marketing Experience event by butts in the seats, butts in the seats, right? So when people come to the event, they're going to get a very detailed explanation in the same vein as what I already talked about, much deeper, and they're going to get a lot of indoctrination about our value over a 2-day period of time, right? So right away, some of you are going to get people that are club members, or get people to become club members at the event, but that's the least of your worries, right? Where you want to get to is when we start breaking down our licensing program to the people in this event, you now activate a completely new power because number one, most if not all of the coaches are going to be right there on the spot. So they'll get a chance to see all of our coaches, our top producers and everybody, right? Number two, there's going to be people in the audience who are already making tens of thousands of dollars here at Legendary Marketer. They're going to stand to their feet with a mic in their face, and they're going to talk about what Legendary Marketer has done for them, how it's changed their life, how they went from making no money online to making whatever they're making online. Real live members making real live money. All right. They're going to get around David and they're going to appreciate his value and some intangibles and then some intrinsic value that I can't even put into words right now. At the end of the day, people are going to fall in love with the Legendary Marketer experience. I want you to think about something. We have, I believe, a 200-seat capacity. Okay, 200-seat capacity. Now, let's say that you get serious about this and you start to partner with us in our promotional efforts with the link to join and get their ticket to the event. All right. First and foremost, there are some commissions, and forgive me for not knowing because I know we just started adding some new things, but there are going to be some incentives coming out in email form probably next day of what you can earn on both the $97 ticket and the $497 ticket. So you're making money just by people coming to the event, right? All right. So you'll make ticket revenue, or I should say ticket rev share. Okay. And I believe it's 20%. I'm pretty sure it's 20%. All right. If it's not, David will clean it up. All right. But I want you to understand. All right. So you're getting people here to the event. Now, once they come to the event, if we start talking about the licensing program, I want you to think about something. Let's say that you have 25 people. Okay. You get 25 people at an event. It's been proven that people will spend more money at a live event than they will in any other form. It doesn't matter what it is. All right. If I have $1,000 offer that I do through a webinar presentation, I can close that, but I can close a whole lot more people in a live environment than I can ever virtually. It's just the way it works, right? They're getting a whole new experience. So you have 25 people in the audience, right? Now, let's just say, for example purposes, that 10 out of these people, 10, all right, are VIP members. Okay, they pay $497 to come to the event. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna round that just for the sake of just round numbers. 20% of $497 is about $95. Okay, and I said 10, so that's $900. That's over $900 right there that you earn just on VIPs, right? The other 15, I said 10. The other 15 people are paying $97 each. That's $997 or $970 or something like that. So that would be about another $180. Is that right? Yeah, roughly. Okay. You're 10% of the way, and they're not even at the event yet. You're 10% of the way based on these numbers, right? And I would tell you that buyers buy. All right, let me write that down as a principle so you understand. It's buyers buy. Always remember that. Buyers buy. What I mean by that is this. When a buyer buys something, that is very rarely that's the last time they'll buy. A buyer will buy, and a premium buyer will buy premium. So the VIP members are the more likely to buy something that's premium than somebody that's not. Somebody that's just scraped by to get to the event. Nothing wrong with that. And that's not to say that a regular buyer can't be a premium buyer. But my point is buyers buy. That's all I want you to understand, right? So if we focus on the VIP members, okay, and you got 10 VIP members at this event that pay $497 to come to the event, right? Okay, and they decided they want to get at least the first level license, which is the Builder Masterclass. Okay, that's $1,000 commission. Okay, that's $1,000 commission. I can assure you that David is capable of having anywhere from a 50 to 70% closing rate. Okay, so we go on the low end, that's $5,000. In other words, you have 5 people of the 25, I should say 5 of the 497 VIP members get a Builder Masterclass license minimum. You're already at $5,000 plus the $1,000 you already made. So you're at 60% of the goal. All right. It's easy to see how someone could elevate themselves and get to 10,000 very, very quickly. Now, if you're sitting in the audience, that's even better because you can see all this magic happening right in front of you. But this is how you can get to 10 grand or more at the event. And I'm only basing this on the Builder Masterclass license, which takes me to my final point. Okay. We have this thing called a product lock. We have a product lock. And here's what I mean by product lock. It's all about getting paid on the level that you qualify. Okay. This is very important to understand. So we have now, let me also say this. You want to invest at the level that makes the most sense for you. But remember, we're talking about opportunity, right? So I want you to appreciate why this number I just showed you earlier is the small end of what can be possible if you get in position. So our product lock basically is you get paid on the level that the qualified pay level is how you get compensated. Here's what I mean. Okay. The Builder Masterclass is a $2,500 product. If this is new to you, your first time hearing it, get back to your coach. They'll help you, but just follow me. $2,500, $1,000 commission. Okay. We have a Leader Masterclass, $5,000, $2,000 commission. Okay. Now we have product number 3, which is $8,000, and the commission on that is $3,200. Okay. Product number 4 is $12,000, and you're gonna get, I think that's a $4,800. And then product 5, these are all licensed products. These are all licensed products. Is a $30,000 product. There's a $12,000 commission on that. All right. Oh, hope that doesn't fall. All right. So here's what I mean. If you own today, this is based on today. If you own these products, if you own all of these products today, anybody coming into the system that's a lead of yours that eventually converts into a customer, you would qualify all the way through to whatever level they buy at, right? But let's just say right now, you're only at this level, okay? That's okay. However, if you generate a lead today and you're at this level, those leads, when they become customers, you will only be qualified for life to be paid at the maximum level, at the level you're qualified for at the time that person became a lead in our system, because that activates the product lock. So, all right. So today, January 1st, you're a Builder Masterclass product owner. The coaches are working hard to sell that for you to make that $1,000 commission, right? Now, somebody comes in through your marketing and they end up coming to the event. And they end up getting the Builder Masterclass and they get the Leader Masterclass. If you only own the Builder Masterclass, even though they bought this, you're not qualified and you can't slip in at the last minute to try to get it. At the moment that person becomes a lead is at the point that you, for that lead, are locked for life. Now, if you get smart and you add this one, okay, now you qualify at the pay level for both of these the moment that you get it. And anybody coming behind you at that point, no matter how long in the future it is before they buy whatever, if they get in and they start buying these products for, you're qualified at this level because that's when they got in. You qualified this level of pay for them because you were able to get this before they even entered our system, right? So just know and understand, the moment somebody enters our system under you, the system looks at what level, what pay level you're qualified at, and they code that person to pay you at that maximum level. So my point is, we want you to quickly get to the point where you can qualify as high up, get everything all in as quickly as possible. By the way, we have tons of members who are not all in. I'm not trying to say this is not a force your hand kind of thing. I'm just helping you understand. But what I want you to appreciate, though, is somebody comes to the event, okay, and they do something in this area here, right? If you have one person that does these three, that's $6,200 in commissions right there. And it's not unusual for that to happen because premium buyers buy premium. So how do I know that? If a person is driving a BMW, it's not likely that they're wearing Walmart clothes, right? I'm just saying they're going to probably have on designer clothing. That person is probably going to upgrade in the hotel room. That person is probably not going to just eat at McDonald's when it's time for lunch. They may eat at a fast food place that might be a little more quality. Does it make sense? That's who's going to be in the room. And that's the type of lead that we teach you how to generate, because David talked about quality traffic. But my point is, why jeopardize the commission potential by not being in position yourself? Why do that to yourself? You don't want to get an email saying, oops, you just missed a commission. That's the most painful email in the world. But again, circling back to my point, it's all about being prepared. Just it. It's all about being prepared. So leaving this training tonight, what I want you to do is make a solid business decision coming into this event to be prepared at the level that you can qualify for, your best level. You just came off of Christmas. I know you spent money on stuff that you shouldn't have. Most people did. I didn't. I was going to say we did. I was going to say we all do it, but that's not true because I didn't do it. I used to do it, stuff like that. But when you think about the potential for your own financial success, you stop doing stuff like that. But my point is, if you're willing to spend whatever you spent on Christmas, and it's not going to actually increase you on any financial level, it only decreased you, take that same motivation and activate your business at a higher level. All right. That's the most important thing to do. So I want to congratulate those of you who made a business decision to get not only to this event, but to make sure that you get as high up in the licensing program as you possibly can. Tonight, it wasn't the scope of detailing the licensing program, but your coach can help you understand that. All right. So get back to your coach and make sure you better understand that, as well as those of you who are here as guests or brand new to Legendary Marketer. You want to make sure that you understand this at a deep level as well, so that you don't miss out on an amazing opportunity. So as I end, I want to stress again, the event coming up February 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is a once-a-year event. There is no overtime. There is no catching it later. You're going to have to actually be at this event. But trust me, there is no way you'll lose coming to this event. No way possible. The fact that you enter that space is going to instantly activate you at a brand new level. When we talk about personal development, you're going to absolutely grow at this event. We talk about sales and marketing skills, you're going to absolutely get those at another level. The question is, will you make a business decision? And will you make the decision based on the opportunity that we're presenting to you? So that's it for tonight. I hope I shared some value that makes sense to you. Get back to the person who invited you tonight to learn more about Legendary if you're not a member of Legendary. But if you're already involved in Legendary, I'm excited to have you. Dig in deep, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you share with others what you got out of tonight's training in our Facebook group. And I'll see you guys next week. But tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, don't forget, Wake Up Legendary happens at 10 a.m. Eastern. The number is 563-999-1286. Okay, that's the number to our Wake Up Legendary call. There is no access code. Just dial in at 10 a.m. Eastern. It's a 15-minute call, and you'll be glad you did. With that being said, everybody, go forth in victory. Tonight's training is a wrap, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care and God bless.